this morning in his home discovered by his son. Our Danielle Lewan met with that son this evening to relive a fascinating and heroic life.
Bartell's son Mark tells me he's been battling some medical issues for a while now, that he was a fighter and has been all his life. How this man survived to 93 after being held prisoner in a Nazi training camp, well, his story lives on. Another fallen World War II veteran, but a war hero that will live on in infamy. His wife passed 26 years ago, bringing him and his son Mark closer than ever.
I come over every day. In fact, in the last few weeks, I've been coming over every few hours.
Mark found his father in peace this morning, and more about his noble past he never knew.
It's an interview they did back in, I guess, 1945.
Bartell was on a bombing mission.
He was shot down. The plane was shot down over Ham, Germany, and he ended up in an Austrian prison camp. Something I read here, which he'd never told me, he and a couple other guys tried to dig a tunnel.
To escape, he read, they picked up the floorboard and dug with tin cans. It took 3 weeks to dig a 30-foot route to safety.
They were about 20 feet to freedom when the tunnel was discovered by the Nazis. As a result, the chapel was torn down immediately, but none of the boys were caught.
Bartell was eventually liberated and then discharged in 1945.
And those are some of his awards.
George earned and was awarded the Air Medal for aerial combat missions, the Purple Heart for 25mm shrapnel wounds to his hand and arms, the POW Medal, the European Campaign Medal, the World War II Victory Medal, and the National Defense Medal. Bartell's next-door neighbor served in the Air Force Reserves.
George's life had a lot of inspiration for me also.
For his unbelievable past, but also his demure.
Because so many people these days, they do something positive, they want everybody to know about it, and he wasn't that way at all.
His good deeds and triumphs seen all over the house, but Mark's memories will always be the time they spent together.
This was his favorite chair, and this is where I sat.
Some would think Bartell was lucky to have Mark as a son. Mark says it couldn't be more opposite.
Oh, I was very grateful to have him.
Glimpse of George Bartell's accomplishments. For his full story, just head to our website, WTOC.com. His funeral will also be this coming Monday, December 4th at 11 a.m. at the Lutheran Church of the Redeemer on Wilmington Island. David?
A lot of awards.